Good.
So these bees were alive in this bee castle, and unfortunately they died. I have no idea why, but they did.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, if my dad could show you.
Can you hold this like that?
How they could move with his finger.
So there's 3 bees here.
See?
I think they're like frozen, actually.
And and he thinks they're frozen.
Oh, there was a bunch of bees in here.
Really?
There was a bunch of bees and they started building. Look. Look, there's a bunch of bees that are dead now. But look, they were building. Look. Look at that. They were building.
Could I see?
Yeah.
Papa, I can't see.
Yeah, I'm going to show you right now. Come. Hold on. 1 second. Let's put this here.
This camera should be not recorded right now because my dad is just lifting me so I can see, but Abby can't see.
So, you see?
And now...
Do you see inside?
Yeah. And there's a lot of bees, but
yeah.
I can't...
They're all dead. They're all dead, but I don't know why. Here, hold this for me, and I'm going to take a look inside.
And my dad right now is going to take a look. And look, the beautiful things he built it. Oh, I think the camera's recording. The camera is dark.
It's okay. Look.
Yeah.
Look, there's a bee here. Look, up top.
Wait.
Well, up top. You'll see it later when I show you the footage. There's a bee up here. So there were bees here, and then they just didn't make it. They must have overheated or something. Sucks. Hold this.
Wait, are you sure?
Yeah, hold this. There's nothing here. Hold it. There's no bees missing. If there was bee activity, they would have been swarming as soon as we approached. Look, there's nothing on this one. Look, they started building. You see that? Look at that.
Yeah. But Dad, did they make honey?
Hold on.
Did they make honey?
Hold on, I don't want to show you on the camera. So, you see? Look, they started building. Hold on, Abby. 1 second. Look, they started building. No, they didn't make honey, but they made honeycomb. Look at this.
What is a honeycomb?
They started laying eggs, Abby.
Show me. Where's
Look.
the eggs?
Look, there's eggs in here. You see that?
Are they dead?
Yeah, they're gonna die if they're not dead yet because there's no queen. Something killed the queen. Oh, poor babies. They're not gonna make it. Ugh.
Poor bees. Aww. Sorry, bees.
Maybe they'll try again. Who knows?
Maybe they will. That's kind of sad.
Yeah. But I think if we leave it...
I thought there was honey already.
Yeah, but I think what we need to do is move aside a little bit. Fine. Ouch. That's sharp. Oh my god, look how many bees are dead. And that's the queen. Oh, that's the queen, look. That's the biggest bee. So it must be the queen. Look. Can you see it? She's right on the tip. Can you see right there?
Nope.
So the biggest bee is usually the queen is the biggest. So I'm guessing that's the one, or that one. That's a pretty big looking bee there. Oh, that sucks. But it looks like they left the colony because this can't be the whole colony. When they start a colony, a bee is not going to come. A queen is not going to come by itself. It would have been like 30, not 30%. 30% stays behind. It would have been 70% of a full colony that would have come here. So it would have been dozens of bees, hundreds of bees. It wouldn't be this small of a thing. this fencing equipment that I bought works. So this is a new thing that I'm trying. I don't know where to put this so I get a good view of what I'm doing. Let's try like this, maybe? Or maybe like this. I think that'll be good because it can still see it. All right. So, step one, I need to use 3 things that look like this in order to tie it to the fence. So, first things first, I put it like this, put it like this, and then it falls. I couldn't find a tripod today, so I'm without it. All right, so basically it goes onto the T-post, and then the idea is it goes through either the horizontal or vertical member. Let's see. Yeah, so either goes through the horizontal or vertical member like this, and then once that happens, I can then, hopefully this will be visible, I squeeze it, I put this tool on top, that's what it looks like now, and then as I squeeze it, it literally tightens the whole thing together, like that. Now I'm gonna actually have to redo it again because obviously that's not how it's supposed to look. Well, that messed it up because you need 2 hands to do it, but next one will be better. All right, so put it through this way, squeeze the bottom, then you have to force it in this way while you're working on it. I can put my camera here, maybe that's better. You have to push it in this way. And then once it gets to the end, it automatically clips the tip of it. Occasionally it's still too long, but most of the time it seems to be okay. Alright, so this one, now like that. Okay. All right, so it's a tough balancing act because you have to torque it enough where it'll keep going until the end, and then at the end it starts kind of clipping it automatically in order for you to actually be able to take the tool off. Now this one's perfect, this one is almost perfect, this one is total garbage, but you can't fix it once it's clipped it, because what it does is it clips the end. Once that end is clipped, there's nothing you can do. So I actually have to reattach a new one to the top. So my rule of thumb is as long as I get 2 good ones out of 3, I'm good. But when I only get 1 good one, I'm not too happy with it. That's pretty good. Barely moves. So, I'm gonna take a look at this fence now. So, this is what we managed to do today. You can see that the fence is pretty well attached. For all of the T-posts, what we did was this new mechanism with heavy duty wire. I think this is 11 gauge. So very, very thick. My assistant didn't do each one of these perfectly, but she did a pretty great job today. So this is what we got. Now, with a lot of these, I had a pleasant surprise. It turns out we actually measured the 8 feet perfectly, and we're accurate about where we placed the post. So that's how it's supposed to be. This is how I planned the whole project to be. But unfortunately, in many places, that didn't happen. And in those places, it looks a little bit funky. But this went a lot faster because I didn't have to attach it in multiple places today. See, you can see the measurement was spot on. But then here, we were off by a couple of inches, right? So when we're off, we have to actually step off 6 inches in order to make it work. All right, and then the rest of them, we actually went down from here today. We actually made it all the way from here. This was our first panel, or maybe that was the first panel, I don't remember, but we were stuck in this rut with the trailer. I mean, we weren't stuck, but we parked it here by accident because it was so dry. We didn't know it would be a swamp, so that sucks. Hopefully the grass will recover quickly, because it's been there for like 6 weeks. Anyway, that's it. So we made it all the way till there. So this side of the fence is done. Now next time we're gonna do probably half or a third of this. If somebody comes to help me, one of my guy friends, probably be able to finish half of this next time. If not, by myself, I'll